Hi everybody, all my followers, be welcome to another video. The video today on this 2012 Vauxhall Insignia with the, well, I'm not really sure. I'm gonna guess it's probably the 2 liter. It doesn't really say. Anyway, it's the diesel, probably the 2 liter diesel. And this came to me because these faults. Aha, there we go. So we do have, we see how you do change this. So check left dipped beam lamp, like that. How do you move into the next one? Oh, I messed up now, didn't I? Menu, echo. How do you go back now? Right, I think it's for both left and right, if I'm not mistaken. What the hell do you come out now? Nah, I don't know. Anyway, it comes up with the warnings for both dipped beams, and basically I think I found a way. So if I turn the lights off and then turn them on, automatic light control. You must be kidding me. Okay, so I'll show you that. So car off, start. Fuel level. Show me the lights now. Can we show the lights? There we go. So check right dipped, and now when I press the menu, check left dipped beam. There we go. This was a challenge. So apparently what was done to the car was that it changed some modules underneath the headlights. That's what I understood from his explanation. I don't think he changed the headlights. Let me go and actually have a look. See if they look. No, they are not new. Definitely they are not new. So no. So he said to me that he changed something, modules underneath the headlights. I never worked on one of these for headlights, so I'm not really sure what this entails. What I know is that the car does have obviously self-leveling, and it does have sideways, what they call it, I don't know what they call it, but if I do this, let me see if I can show you this. When the lights adjust, you're going to be able to see it. So up and down. Have you seen it? Have you seen it doing this as well? So that's the problem with the car, is these faults for the dipped beams, although they are working absolutely fine, as you can see. So we're going to give you a scan and see what the module or the car is complaining about. So let's see which modules are going to be, or which module is going to be making sense to try to communicate with. Probably the body control module, but let me see. There you go. It does have headlamp control modules, but it just shows one. How does this? I don't know how this particular car works. So maybe that is one module that then controls both lights, perhaps. I don't know. I'm not familiar with this. Okay, so left corner is cornering lights. That's it. So some codes are passed and some are still. Let's gonna do this because it's gonna be the easiest way. No fault codes. Okay, that's strange. Let's see on the body control module. Oh no, the faults are come back. So they cleared and then came back. Left front turn signal. This is something else. Clear that. Let's see which codes came back. Ah, there we go. So, lost communication with device lean bus, lost communication with device on lean bus. So, that's going to be probably for my lights, for my right and left, obviously. So, it's going to be something on my lean bus. Now, one thing that he admittedly said is that the modules he got is aftermarket knockoff modules, so they are no original modules, and could be that that's my problem. Or he might need some learning, don't know. Okay, so I don't think this will be my problem. Now obviously date programmed is the original. So it looks like, I'm not 100% sure without looking at diagrams and stuff, but from looking at this, it looks like we have one module that then does have these slave modules, which is going to be the headlights, and that's what is not communicating with the headlamp control module. Now, so could it be the knockoff modules that are not communicating properly? Right, let's go and have a look. Okay, so I just came here on actuators to see, but I'm a little bit confused now with this, because how come that I'm gonna have to check diagrams and see exactly how this system works, because if everything is on a lean bus communication, I can activate all of these. Look, you're gonna, so I'm on the left headlamp, and look when I press to move the light. See it moving? So now I'm gonna come out. Let's go on the right. There we go, moving. Have you seen it? There we go. There we go. So it's working fine. And obviously the up and down, you guys also seen it. So I'm able to activate the motors on the headlights. So these might be something slightly different. Let me go back to here. Okay, where was that thingy? It's not here. It's that one. So the codes are for left. Well, it's two codes. Lost communication with device on lean bus. Okay, that's fine. So U1511 and U1521. Okay. Special functions, I only have this. So let me go there. Live data. Forgot about the live data. Actuator data maybe. Okay, that is just doesn't really matter. It's the positions of the lights by the looks of it. Steering wheel, angle sensor signal, that doesn't really matter. Accelerator pedal, vehicle leveling sensors, even if this is wrong here, I don't know if it is or not, but even if this is showing red, indicating a problem, it says there from 0 to 1, it says 5. Vehicle level says power supply, it can't be 1 volt, so that must be wrong there. Usually the sensors are 5 volts. I think this is actually the tool that shows me wrong, so I'm not worried about that. Front leveling signal, blah blah. So the thing is, this is indicating a problem with the actually Xenon headlight, isn't it? Check left dipped beam is the beam. It's for the light itself. It's not for the controls of the light. Do we have any other module? So let me have a look. Engine, transmission. So body, distance, sensing, cruising, no. Seating, blah blah. Front view camera, a lift gate, mobile. Nope, there's nothing here. Right, we're gonna have to, I think we're gonna have to go a little bit deeper on this. But the first thing I want to do is try to understand exactly how this system works, because otherwise we might gonna be chasing our own tail. So I want to understand how the system works, what controls the lights, the Xenons, and all that good stuff. And look at this. It's relatively easy to actually remove this. So I just pulled the bumper forward, I remove this headlight, and there is, well, I remove the ballast, and indeed they are those cheap eBay ballasts, which if you guys are not aware, on these particular cars, on these Insignias, they can be a hit and miss. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But one of the things I've noticed here very quickly was how bad, let me actually get some light, okay, this should be better, but it is how much corrosion there is even on the pins. The camera might does not really show properly. There is a lot of corrosion around here. And I think this is power grounds, and that's going to be the lean bus, because this then is the one that goes for the light. So that's going to be my lean bus in there. Don't know, let's gonna have a look and see if we can fix these, maybe, don't know yet. Okay, and it's really cold today. It's about -2 degrees, and I don't want to be here for longer than I need. So after the last clip, and if you watched the video for this car, well, I don't even know if I'm going to publish the video for this car yet. Well, and I need to stop mentioning other cars on different videos, because it just becomes so messy, even for me. So anyway, so after the last clip that you've seen, I've done 2 more things. I'm going to take you through one, and I will explain you the other one, and I'm going to take you through this check purely for this video. Otherwise I'll just move on and that's it, but I'll take you through. So after the last clip, guys, I've done another 2 checks, which I'll show you in a minute, and then I put the car all back together. And the reason why I put the car all back together was because I believe I mentioned at the start of the video that the guy, admittedly, he said he put the cheap ballasts on this. The conversation went on for a little bit longer. I actually told the guy that sometimes you buy cheap, you buy twice. And he said, yeah, but Louis, the original ballast, they are so expensive. And blah blah blah, and he went on about for a little bit about it, and then the way he was talking, and obviously after I've realized that the problem is the ballasts, I thought to myself, look, if he didn't want to spend the money originally on the original ballasts, he's surely not going to want to spend the money now after spending about these cheap ballasts. They are about £30 on eBay. I thought if he didn't want to spend the money initially, he's not going to want to spend the money now that he already spent £60 on 2 ballasts. Surely he's not going to want to spend more money on the original ballasts. They are about 2 times, 3 times more money than these cheap ones. So, well, actually, they are more than that, well more than that. I paid, it's going to give me the money back, but I paid 150 quid for each ballast. But we'll get there in a second. So I thought he's not going to want to fix it. So I put the car all back together, rang him, and for my surprise, I explained to him everything, and for my surprise, he said, no, go ahead and fix it. And I thought, okay, that was a little bit of a surprise to me, but okay, here we are now. Yeah, so the check, so the check I'm doing now, I'm going to take you through again, but there's something else I've done after this check, which was I've tried with the tools I have, I've tried to disable the warnings and the configurations and stuff like that. I tried every single tool I have. None of the tools could do it. I don't even know if the software will allow you to do something like that. And I mean the software on the modules itself. I don't know if the softwares were ever designed to be able to disable that warning, if that makes sense. So if the softwares on the ECUs does not allow you to do that, obviously the tool is not going to do it either. My last option was try SPS by reprogramming the modules and then under configurations, see if it was possible to do it. Either disable the warnings or just tell the car that there is no Xenon lights installed. If you'd start to go that route, I think I would start to open a completely different can of worms. Plus the SPS programming, it costs me money for the sessions, and it could lead me to nowhere, and then I would have to pay for the session, and then I just thought it was start to become way too messy. So I didn't want to do anything like that. I just told the guy, look, I can't do it. Your problem is X, Y, and Z. You either do it or it's no fix. And that's when the guy said, okay, do it. But before I tried the tools to disable all the warnings, etc., I've done this check. And the reason I'm going to take you through this check is because I think it's important that you do all the checks you can before you start to blaming parts being faulty, because and a little bit of talking here and a little bit of from the heart speaking, because I've been getting comments lately that just annoying. It's really annoying. People nowadays they think they are self-entitled to information, or they must think I have any responsibility or any duty to publish these videos and try to. I owe nothing to anyone. I do this because I want. I don't owe nothing to anyone in regards to this. So I do this to help you. If you don't want to help yourself, then it's not my problem. Don't come complaining me because you watched the start of the video and then you jumped right to the end. You did the fix I did, and then you can't complain. You come to my videos complaining that, oh, I did exactly what you did and it didn't work. Guys, my videos I try to be educational. Yes, I take you through a lot of talking. I take you through a lot of stuff sometimes that is not even... I go through the wrong route sometimes, but that's the learning. That's what I need you to do, guys, because you can... If you follow my videos, and this is a primary example, if you'd follow this video, and then when I show you this check, you're going to see something that when I've seen this, that's when I thought to myself, okay, so if this is okay, then my only problem is going to have to be this. But if you'd get to this stage and you wouldn't see this, you're going to think, hold on a minute. So he's having here this signal, but I'm not having this signal. So maybe my problem is something else. And that hopefully will make you to think and make you to start to go in a different direction. And that's where you learn. That's where my videos are try to be educational in that sort of way. So don't try to follow my videos to the T, because that's not the idea. Yes, in many occasions probably you can follow the videos to the T and you get the exact same results as I get, but not always. And it's up to you to use your brain, follow the video as much as you can, but use your brain to think out of the box, to think differently, or to interpret my video and apply that to your particular situation. Okay, but this would be a rant for a completely different video, which, to be honest with you, I might be doing that soon, because and I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, let's go to the check now. And the check we're going to do, guys, as you can imagine, so the way this system works, by the way, let me come back a little bit again, because it's a bit off clear. So the way these lights works is, when you turn the switch in the console to turn the lights on, or automatic, whatever you select, I didn't check the diagrams or anything, but my understanding is that signal goes straight, it goes straight to the BCM. So the switch requests to the BCM to turn the lights on. If you don't have Xenon headlights, the BCM directly turns the lights on through relays or whatever, but it turns on the lights. In this case with Xenon headlights, there is a module under the dash somewhere, and the BCM sends the information to that headlight module to turn the lights on, and then that module is the module that is responsible for turning the lights on. The headlight module is connected to the CAN network of the car, and then the ballasts are connected through a LIN bus. So there is a LIN bus communication between the headlight module and the ballasts, and that's the warning we're getting, is to check the headlights. Headlights are working, as you've seen, everything works, but there is a communication problem between the ballasts and the headlight module. So the check we're going to do two checks, well, just one, but on the same place. We're going to do two checks. So let me show you without even stop recording. So let me do this. So I'm going to turn the ignition on. Lights are on, okay? And probably the scope is off by now. Yes, it is. I knew it would be going off. Oops. Turn it on. So I'm scoping the LIN bus communication. So before these guys, what I've done is I've checked between the ballast, the pin on the ballast. I know which pin is the CAN. I will show you then on the new ballasts. So you already know I have new ballast for this. So I'll show you what the pin is. So I've checked from that pin, which was a little bit corroded as I showed you, but I gave you a clean, and then I check continuity between that pin and the pin here. And I had, so inside the headlight there is a straight connection to the ballast, so that's okay. Then from here, when you see this, look at that, it's a beautiful, it's a little bit of glare, I do apologize. As you can see, there is a beautiful LIN bus communication up and down. And then I thought to myself, okay, so at this point we know we have LIN bus, but now, is that communication, is that from the ballast, or is that coming from the light module as well? To that, I do this. Disconnected the headlight, and we are just probing the LIN bus that comes from the car. And what you're going to see is that the headlight module is calling for the ballast. Look at that. You see that? That, obviously the communication is different now because we only have a LIN bus coming from the module, and the module is calling for the ballast. They say, hey, where are you? Hey, where are you? Hey, where are you? And when it was connected, obviously it was a continuously communication. So this to me shows me that there's no issues with the LIN bus on the module or with the wiring. We have a straight connection, we are getting communications from the module, so that's good. So the only other thing that can be wrong is whatever this ballast is talking gibberish. So whatever this module, this aftermarket ballast, whatever this module is saying to the headlight module is telling gibberish, okay? And the module is not happy with the conversation, so they basically they are not talking the same language, okay? Whatever information the ballast is giving back to the light module is the wrong information. The module is not happy with it, and that's why it's complaining about. So for this, and this is what I was saying, guys, if you get to this point and you don't get this communication, then don't jump straight into the ballast, because you might have an issue elsewhere. So for this, and because we have the issue on both sides, obviously these check, guys, I've done it on both sides. We go two genuine Hella modules, and I'm just going to quickly show you this. The CAN bus pin if I recall correctly, is this pin here on this corner here. Now the top one, come on, is the top one there, if I recall correctly. It's either that one or this one, but I think it's one of these top pins, but one is not connected on the plug, and I think it's that one in there, this corner one. So, but you can figure out that yourself as well, but I think it's that one. Anyway, on this plug is this pin here, okay, second pin from the right, and is a brown with a green strip, or green with a black with a brown strip. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna plug in that and see if that works, but I have no reasons to believe it's not gonna work. Okay, and there it is. As I was saying, there's only, of those two thin pins at the top, there's only one connected, and I was actually wrong. It's not the outer pin. Let me get actually the new module. That's the old module. The only difference really between these modules is the Hella logo. Everything else is pretty much the same. That's the part numbers, etc, etc. And when you put the module like that, you can see the pin that's populated is the one on that side. So when you turn it around, the pin that's going to be the can, or the lean buds, is going to be this pin right after my thumbnail. So it's not the outer one, it's that one on the inside. But anyway, put a little bit of dielectric grease on these pins, and now we're going to put the module, and hopefully to get some results. Okay, so both headlights are on, as you can see. This one does have the new ballast, old ballast in there, as you can see. So they are exactly the same, apart from the Hella logo. So headlights are on. Now let's gonna see which warnings we do have still. The wheel is a little bit, so let's put it like this. So bonnet open, that's fine. Fuel level, typical. So check left tippet beam, so left is the one we haven't changed, and that was the last warning. So the right hand side is gone, and I don't think I need to say much more to actually prove that the only issue was the chip ballasts talking gibberish to the headlight module. So that's going to replace the other one and hopefully wrap up this video. Okay, all back together. So let's gonna give it a test, and this time we are actually starting the car, because I've been here with the ignition on. So the switch is for the on position for the lights, as you can see there. So it's off because it's on the on position. Close the door. Okay, so that's for the eyes, the fuel level, and now if I press the menu, that should come out, and that's it. Warning free, as you've seen. The headlights are fixed, both headlights are working. I'll show you once again. Difficult to see, but there it is. And then that one, there it is. And while I was putting the bumper back together, I thought about maybe one possibility, but it was a long shot. If I was doing enough of these cars, and enough, that means a lot of them, it might was possible to sacrifice a original module, try to open it and see if it was possible to load or to read the EEPROM, the CPU, whatever was in there, whatever is in there, try to read that and reload it on the aftermarket ones. But I much doubt that will work, because probably the electronics are completely different and the controls are going to be different, and therefore I don't think that would work. It might worth a shot, just to have a look, see how they work inside, etc. But not to do one-off, no chance. So guys, in this case, as you've seen, the car is fixed. Nothing else to add, other than buy the proper stuff rather than try to go cheap, because sometimes as I said already, you buy cheap, you buy twice. So, with no further ado, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I hope maybe you learned something. If you do still have any questions or any comments, you know exactly how it works, just put them below. And like always, thanks for watching.